Hey, everybody. It's back. Time to build fact, time to build back, time to build fact, time to build fact, time to fact, I'm going to build factory building back, time to build factory, build a factory, build the factory, build the factory. Welcome back, everyone. It is time to build the factory. Today, all right, so I had a lot of thoughts. I think I'm just going to redo the vanadium stack. My problem was that I imagined the primary feedstock for vanadium to be arthropod blood, just like the primary feedstock for iron plates is iron ore. After putting this together at scale and engaging my frontal cortex in even the slightest manner, I've determined that is not true. Arthropod blood is downstream. It's like an additive in order to make vanadium. And the primary feedstock is tailings. Tailings to make the dust to make the blue liquor. And the blue liquor requires arthropod blood as an additive. So we're going to just go rework all of this. It's not going to be a huge reworking, but it's going to be more in line with everything here, and that this first block is just going to be nothing but tailings. And then I'll move on from there. But before we get there, another thing we're going to need to get this is another additive called Coalbed Gas. And we don't have that. We have to go make that. So that's something I'm going to do today, but I also don't want to put it way over here. We're getting too far. I'm going to put in a whole lot of city blocks today. So it's not an artillery day. No. Oh, wait. No, don't stop. Here, we're loading again. Welcome to Factory. Welcome to Factory. I reloaded for a very specific purpose. Because I forgot to turn off personal logistics, and all of those bots were about to go fetch everything for me and then dump them in here, and I just don't have the space. So welcome to Factory. We're gonna try it again, right? We need grenades. We need all sorts of physical media, and that's basically it, right? We need probably all you. Just all of you come with me. We're almost certainly going to need more cliff explosives, which we can make up here. I've been neglecting this reality, but we can actually make cliff explosives now. Probably more, right? Because we have... Oh, and get the energy drink. What are you doing? Because we have artificial oleochemicals. Which then we can make into fatty acids, which then we can make into explosives, which then we can make into all of these things that we need. So, once again, it is only my own laziness that holds me back in life. I want all of these bricks. Where's the brick bin? Where did I put the brick bin? Oh, yes, that's the stuff. All right, and now the other bin, the concrete bin. Yeah, coming with me. So happy the factory is working so well. What are we missing? Oh, more oleophane factories. And that is terrible, and I'm going to claim there's nothing I can do about that, and even though I know I really could. All right, so it's grenading time. And we're just going to try to outline the problem here, and then cycle back through, as is tradition. Yeah, not the most interesting way to play a game. All right, just straight across, and there's nothing. Then these guys here. These guys need to meet their woody maker. Suppose I could give an update on the trees. I continue to work outside, rehabilitating the backwoods. And it's going well. All the rashes have faded. I might have mentioned something about the poison ivy growths back there, but they really are just astounding. Look at this water. This water is sick. We're going to have to help this water, friends. We will make sure this... Oh, we're also draining... We're taking water off of this. It's probably not too healthy, right? Anyway, the the poison ivy update is that it's actually growing back after being personally doused with triclopyr. That really shouldn't happen, I feel. I think that's an indicative that we are not, in fact, dealing with poison ivy, and it is really some sort of high-level supervine thing. And I'm going to have a real fight on my hands to get rid of it. Oh, okay, nice. So we have bounded the problem. I like how it cannot dunk me in water, no matter how much I might want to take it. And what's also sucks is this iron reserve is going to be right on the walkway, so it's unusable. Anyway, this water over here is green and sickly, as you would describe all green things. So it must be saved. Yeah, look at this. It gets darker. I never really noticed that. Like, look how you can really see it when you're running at the speed of energy drink. So what I'm going to have to do is pave over this and then try to figure out a way to get those water pumps working to retain them. I'm going to need a lot of cliff explosives. One of these days I have to cycle back and just make a lot of the intermediates that I can now push out, like drill heads, filtration media, cliff explosives. Probably make artillery shells now. Though I think I need to cast... Oh, I can cast copper wire now. I really got to go get some repair packs. I'm being a little wild with the grenades. And while I have the bots, I can't actually fix what I've oh, look how close I got to death. And I was not paying attention at all. Not even a little bit. I was monologuing. All right, well, let's put that behind us. But yeah, the poison ivy in the backyard, it's actually growing back. Not poison ivy. This is a weapon. This is a bioweapon, is what it is, and it exists in my backwoods. And so I'm gonna have to up my game. Maybe hit again with the herbicide. I'm trying to be very careful with my application of this stuff because I know in my heart it is absolutely terrible. And while the woods, no. That was not there. That was an invader. They tell me trees can't grow and it's all my imagination. But I know full well that those people saying that, they are just on the side of the trees. So go get a whole lot of cliff explosives. Down here, down here. I make them right behind the sulfuric, right? Right over here in the hell of pipes. Wonderful. And we will tithe a grenade, and we will take all this cliff explosive. So other than that, I'm just kind of like ripping down really old, gnarled shrubs where every little branch is covered in tiny, like, they're not spikes, but they are, they're like where they tried to put out branches, but there wasn't enough light. And so it just kind of withered back into this little nub. And they're really tough. They're really dense. The wood is really tough and really dense. And ripping these all down to the point where I can safely get them in a fire suitable for the environment in which I live, that takes time. But, you know, me, some loppers, some pruners, and a lot of time. As you can tell, I'm not someone who shies from a long job. And if Mother Nature thinks she can keep me back just by demanding a price measured in a significant fraction of my lifetime, she will find that she was badly mistaken. And I will eliminate all of the brush back there. I will pull down the scrubby kind of trash trees that are over there right now. I will put in tame trees. Tame trees that put out nice flowers every year. And all this oak, all the birch that's back there, all the various hosts of all the hated ivies of the world, they shall not, they will not persist. Grenade. Instead, I shall construct something new. I wonder what is causing such problems with pollution over here. Oh, wow. That would be this then, right here. 100%. Oh, wow. Well, the factory has arrived, eh? Oh, and this thing. Oh, yeah. The ash maker. Yeah, this is just dumping pollution out in the world. Yeah, and that's not going to stop, guys. That's a union requirement over there. So, oh, this is going to go. Oh, turn it off. It just hurts to look at. So, Mr. Chromium Patch, you are dismissed. I'm going to keep that around because it's currently serving a purpose. But in time, it'll get mined to the point where there's no longer any point in sustaining it. And then it, too, will be dismissed. The remnants. Those survivors of the great mining. Okay, right there. And just continue to clean. This is going to be probably a new record for paving in one shot. I think this is going to be like 24 squares. And again, I still haven't made my peace with how I'm going to do the alarm system for the fluid areas. Gonna have to figure something out there. It'll be ugly. It doesn't look like it's really designed. It was progressively designed, unfortunately. It's right there. All this stuff gotta go. And then I'll probably do Coalbed Gas and get that linked into the system properly. And then I will go and completely rebuild Vanadium. It's going to be just a lot of copy and pasting. The general blocks I made are still good. They're just in the wrong spot. And in the wrong quantity. So it's going to be a math day. You know what we think of that? This was a lot of work. We're not done yet. We're not done by quite a ways. More. This guy, that guy. Yeah, all these people. Bots think they're fast, but they don't understand the problem of whatever the hell goes into this can. This can produces a fluid that turns me into something well nigh a god. Can run through fire and not be burned. Come close to peril without feeling any fear. Strength through speed, friends. They come and they try to spit on me, and it doesn't matter unless I'm looking at the artillery targeting screen, in which case it matters a lot. But that doesn't happen very often, or indeed at all. It was an illusion. You didn't see that. That was trickery. Now, if you would have been more acute in your senses, you would have detected the smell of chlorophyll and understood that you were seeing yet another layer of illusion. You? Was that a tree? Am I just seeing trees nowhere now? I think we don't have to blow those up, but we do because we want to. Right. Okay. So we're getting like halfway done, maybe. Hopefully. So we're going to come from right here. We're going to envelop that. So we have to do all the trees on the other side of this. Like, we are well on our way to mining this out. I'm going to have to tap copper reserves for ore or ultimately start biomining for it. Biomining seems like a really attractive way to get ore. I need to look into that more, especially when it comes to stuff like cobalt, maybe even uranium, even though I'm pretty sure uranium is going to involve Bodos in some way. And those eat fuel rods, and I consider that pretty expensive right now. So let's not even consider that possibility. All right, so we have paved, we've reached here, and so our sphere of concern has narrowed. We've already blown up a lot over here. Still work to do, of course. We've blown up quite a bit. And now, I think we're almost done. Oh yeah, we are almost done. We're almost into the glorious paving portion of the show. Oh, you're good. Okay, we are done. Oh, nice. All right, so switch gears, but don't switch energy drink. And then just run. Run. And then run. Now, that was a little far. But you know, it's all for the benefit of the factory. Excessive zeal in the name of the factory is no great sin. Look at this water. Ew. I also kind of wish I could build completely on water, you know? So that I could just break open a tap whenever I want one. I know I can technically do that now with a pump jack, but these things are so much better. Here, we'll even leave a little hole right there. There we go. I don't know why that's working, but you know, I don't have to. I don't ask what goes on in an assembler. I don't need to know how that pump works. Just how it is. It's a miracle, I say. All right. Right there. There. And we come straight across. And there we go. All right, so we have actually paved a bit. Wait. We probably should, are you actually working? Does this actually work now that I've paved over this? Well, I guess we don't know right now, do we? But if so, I can open up another pool. We're just going to pretend like it's working and walk away. I understand that there's some bug where the tidal energy buildings will continue to produce tidal energy when you take the water away. Which is, you know, I find that funny. Other people, oh no. Well, that's fine. Not good, but it's not terrible either. I understand there's other people out there that might find this less funny. Oh, I might not be doing this right. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to do a little more here, right? Via Kuas, here, bots off. If we go in here, and if we go in here, and if we go to here, we do this, and then we do this. No, it don't work. We need 2 more, 3 more on the right side, and 2 more on the bottom. Okay, we can do this. 3 more, then 2 more. I need an energy drink. Gotta have it. And we just go this way. All right, so good, I think. I probably should have laid out these square. Oh, right there. I see it. I see it. I see it. I saw it. I saw it. It was there. It was on my radar. I got a ping. Right behind me. Oh, it was right behind me. Oh, God. Jeez. So very close. All right. Let's draw the borders of what we're doing. Today is day 119 of building the North Factory, which you know what that means. It means we're approaching a number that is divisible by 30. And on numbers divisible by 30, I put out one of my compilation videos, which I'm quite proud of. I think they're kind of hypnotizing to watch. which also means tomorrow has to be decoration day. So I'm going to have to run around putting on all these all the logos in the center. So how many blocks is this? 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop counting now. Why is this not going? There, went like that. There's 4, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 26 new city blocks entering the system in a day, in a single action. I want to say this is, in fact, a record. And then right down here, and then pick those bricks back up again, and we gotta pave it. Run, run, run. Run to chase the sun. This is, of course, the easy one. Why can't I do that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm going to keep going like this. And I just caused a huge problem right there. Well, maybe not. That's probably an exaggeration. Huge problem. I caused an issue which I'm going to have to notice. All right, so this entire area right here, tiny bit embarrassing, right? But it looks like this copper mine lands suspiciously within a grid square. It's going to be allowed to persist for a while because it is, again, my main source of copper right now. But in time, it will get ripped down as well. Right here, right here. Yep, just keep going, I say. Wonder if I have enough bricks and such. All right. So now, do all the edges. Then we will come through and repair like per normal. And we will have inaugurated 26 more city blocks into the factory. And isn't that great? Isn't it nice to see this planet slowly evolving towards its true purpose? It was made to support factory. I mean, literally. But, you know, in the same way, all planets are made to support factory. All will become factory in the end. It looks like that salt mine's usable. And that it hits directly within that. So I probably thought of that at some point. So this isn't, as big a miracle as I might otherwise think. We're just going to mark that there. I was used to the water keeping me in, but unfortunately that no longer happens. Okay, good. Wow, this is a lot of city blocks. And the problem is, a lot of this stuff is also going to be probably earmarked for later. Like where I am, no, not even where I am right now. Jeez, this is a lot of city blocks. Okay, right there. And like right in here, underneath hydrocarbon processing, kind of has to be reserved for further hydrocarbon processing. Like I'm probably going to use 1 square of it today for coalbed gas, but I'm going to have to reserve something in order to do more distillations of crude oil. Unfortunately, that's not going to be happening for a long time, but it will have to happen. But we'll see. Right now, just finish this off. Almost done. 25 minutes into the episode, still on task number 1. All right, we can do this. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, so now we're finally to the walkway. We will lay you in. Yep. Oh no, my mouse slipped. Okay. Tree, right in front of me. Right in front of me. That was an attack. That was winding up a slam. You guys all know it was true. You don't just come out in front of an opponent exposed like that if you're not winding up a heavy attack. So glad I have all these grenades on me. Wonder why I never put that. I'll let the bots handle it later. Alright, and then clip that. And then I need energy drink yet again. This is probably a terrible idea what I'm just about to do, but it's not gonna stop me from doing it. But everyone here understands that by now. So we have an outfall. Oh, I can't put... Oh, there's water underneath it. Okay. That's funny. I'll allow that to persist for right now. But in time, I will move it to a proper place. I'll cut a hole in the landfill as ice fissures. Cut holes in ice. Ah, how I wish I had not done that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Supposedly the mutagenic symbiosis will speed up all that. We'll see. I'm not quite at the spot where I can use it yet, but I will. All right, almost done. Almost done. Maybe I brought enough walkway with me. Big old maybe. Well, I have done the most intensive part so far, in that those are the two crossbars. All right. So just focus, focus, focus on that tree. Focus, focus, focus. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to clean up these city blocks after this. I don't want to leave it for me later. Which means moving pipes. Which means picking up old walkway. Yeah. I'll do... Oh, that sucks. I got bobbled out of the way. This is why you don't build on walkway, kids. It's just a bad idea. Walkway is sacred in all places at all times. And almost done. Please let me almost be done with this. This will at least give me space to build in for a very long time. Okay, like so. So I'm going to have to get coalbed gas. And that requires a lot of oxygen. So I guess I'm going to get a pipeline in. All right, done. Done. Let's go turn in everything that we were forced to pick up. We have accomplished a thing today. Congrats, everyone. We have done a thing. There have been many episodes where I have not even managed that. Here. Have some moss. Over here, and this is waste stone. So this will pass through and probably go, yeah, directly to waste stone out. And it'll get processed into other things. Goes into gravel. Wonderful. So it's time to change clothes and then do fine adjustments on everything. We just spent a ton of landfill. Give me this and give me that. Then over here, I deposit fish and seaweed. With what it will do, what I don't know. And then over here, we have finally done. Let's look at it. Huzzah. The factory grows larger. Now, there's stray walkway in here I have to clean up. Like, this doesn't even go anywhere, does it? It does not. So you just get picked up. rendering these areas fit for use. Maybe I even shag it down. I don't know where you're going. Driving it back from whence it came. This probably doesn't do anything, right? Probably. Spots on. I'm going to be really embarrassed if this is like fueling this side, but it's not. Okay, good. Pick up all that, please. Pick up all this, please. I'm really a fan of these new bots. They're very nice. Okay, good. Anything else over here? Those guys are clean. This probably needs to be picked up too, right? Let's go take a look. Carbol. Oh no, this is a line that's going to the primary stone maker. Back when I thought I needed a primary stone maker. So that's nice. I guess I have to make sure that we remain transparent here. But I do that as a matter of course. That's doesn't really matter. A bit of a tautology there. So right there. Right there. Okay. Perfect. I'm just working these bots as hard as I can. How are we doing on power? Oh, we're doing fantastic on power. How are we doing on inventory? We are middling on inventory. But continue to unmake those things that once I did make. Is this line live? Are any of these lines actually live? I think maybe they are. Then I have to take over from the other side of the factory. Just do it. Just cut the cord, you know? Alright, so this is all going according to plan. There's no need to interfere here at all. Great work, everybody. Fantastic job. This guy... Here. Continue doing your work off my walkway, please. Okay, good. Good. Everything is okay. So right there, and then right there, and then right there. Good, 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 good. Now, next. Blow that up. Pick all this stuff up. That was your fault, not my fault. And then we're pretty good, except for some random stuff here and there. Yeah. Okay. So we're finally ready to start playing Factorio today. Doesn't that sound great? And I'm sure this will last for all of 10 days before I have to do this again. Those shall be 10 glorious days, my brothers. All right, so next up, we look at what we have done. We have added 26 new blocks. Not a trivial accomplishment. We also get to continue with the grand line here. Another non-trivial accomplishment. Right here, big H. Right there. And we don't want any of these pipes. Yes, I know I just said put them down. Yes, I know I gave explicit instructions. No, I'm not sorry. Yes, I am going to do it again. Now copy all this, and we continue decorating the grand walkway here. As per our overarching architectural vision. Okay, anyone else hiding? We need more vessels. We need more windmills. We are going to put coalbed gas extraction probably right here. Is there an easy way to get oxygen down here? Because we need that. Is there any oxygen line headed this way? No, that's off biofluid. Because it takes 500 oxygens in order to make coalbed gas. That's obviously not something that just happens, you know? Like, I don't believe even my modification... Oh, right there. Oxygen goes right... Oh, it's on the line. Oh, beautiful. I do not believe even my modifications to the biofluid network will allow Gorbachev's to keep that topped up along these distances. So we're just going to not do that, right? We're going to do something else, okay? So over here and dunk. Right, switching gears. We need coalbed gas extractors, which I think we tossed in like here, right? Yeah. I don't know what we're doing with these. We're doing something here. We have a yellow one we need to go pick up. So I want you to do one of these, right? So that's 250 coalbed gas, 150 coalbed gas, 500. This is the one we want. Drill heads and filtration media. And a ton of pressurized water. You can also pull methane out of the ground for the same formula. Oh, and even more if you supply your own carbon dioxide. Huh. That's really interesting. So it's just you don't even need... Like, okay, that's fine. All the others require oxygen, right? All right, so this is our goal. Filtration media and drill heads. And a whole lot of pressure pumps. So, where are you, the pressure, the pump? That is not it. That is it. So pressure pumps in my inventory. Now that was getting a screener in my inventory. Pressure pumps in my inventory. Coalbed gas extractors. We need water pumps, but not huge amounts. Oh, I got to pick that thing back up. Oh, and there's another thing. Another thing. Coalbed gas. Over there. Did I set this up right? So that you, right here, are also requesting coalbed gas as trash. Doesn't look like it. So I'll have to do that. We need a recycler, right? Because that's requesting from buffer chests. We need the opposite of that. All right, I guess we got to do that now. Here, let's go yank this thing up that we left way long ago for some reason. I don't understand. It is a mystery to me. And then we come over here and we need to... It's going to be a real pain when it comes time to do the next level. There's going to be a lot of little fiddly stuff to do. Anyway, you want this. But don't request from buffer chests. So that's now a trash out. And we will test that right now. It's not trash, it's recycling. All right, so right here, get rid of this. And mugged and off. Great. I also need a couple more windmills. Okay. After a lot of effort, we are finally ready to build factory now. Yeah, the factory meta stuff, like all the little stuff you do around building the factory, it's gotten a little tiresome, not gonna lie to you. We need a clean. Are you clean? You look pretty clean. All right, so we want you to be... Oh, and I missed the last Okay, try again. Try again. Try again. Try not to be cursed. Try not to be cursed. All you have to do is just think hard enough about not being cursed, and you won't be cursed. And I didn't go get vessels either. All right, another problem. I'll turn personal logistics back on. Let's go get those vessels. I know I have them. So, right here. Bang, bang. And one of you. I also have to get rid of this stuff. Wish there was a use for this. Wish I could melt them back down to niobium. Maybe I'll introduce that recipe. Just recycling recipes for pipes. Just a way to get rid of them and turn them back into base elements. Currently does not exist, and it should. All right, we're here. We're finally here. We're finally playing Factorio. You have to come right here, and then like right here somewhere, and then right here. But of course, not there. Good. All right, so right here, Coalbed Gas Extractor. What is Coalbed Gas used for? Why? Why would I want this? Why would I want this? We can turn it into syngas, which I don't want to do. Or refined syngas. Don't want to do. It's pure hydrogen. That's not bad. But it takes 500 hot air. Don't want to do it. Into coal gas. Yeah. That's terrible. This is terrible. I need it for runs. And vanadium processing. So this is the primary use right here. And that's in one of the most important ones. So I guess I do a double line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw you down right here as per protocol. And we do something like this, right? And then you will get the drill heads and the filtration media. They're kind of precious though, aren't they? Maybe I treat this like a this sort of caravan, and I only deal with small numbers for a while. All right, we need 416 pressurized water per second. So, how am I going to accomplish this feat? Well, obviously, I'm going to use a pressure pump. Is that going to do it? You can do it. Just one and done, right? This produces 500 a second. This needs 500. So we need one of these per. All right. I mean, all right. That's fine. So we're going to do this and that. And then just hook you up right there. And then just hook this up right there. And we also need to put a tank in place. We learned this lesson, right? Just a little bit of buffer goes a long, long way. And then you eat 83 oxygen a second. I don't think I got that. Gonna be completely honest with you. We'll see. And then we'll do a single double line right here. And then we'll have in and in. Where do we put the beacon? The beacon should go right there. So, do we just do this? I kind of want to use a stack inserter. Beacon goes here, and then invert it, and the beacon will go over there. Wonder why I can't use productivity here. It seems like something that would be really good for productivity. But apparently that's not to be. So what do I do, right? Where do I put the beacon? And also 1, 2, 3. I guess we just do this, huh? But there's two of them then, like this. Okay. This will work. It'll be super duper tight, but it will work. Yeah, like this. All right, good. And now we need drill heads. Drill heads. And then right here we need filtration media. Filtration media. Great. And so we just got to hook this up then, right? So copy this. Give it a big V. No. Copy this. Give it a big V. And then do that. Okay, great. And then shuffle it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot. And then here's our line, right? And then we need an H. Like that's legal, right? I want to say that is legal. And then are we going to have room for one more? Yeah, we do. Exactly one more. And I'm going to say we have sufficient via edge here. And then I'm just through all these areas right here. And yes, I know we're blocked through here, but that happens to some degree in all of them. So clip that. Clip that. You have your tanks and you have your water. And they're all... How do I charge all these then? Because that's all I have to do, right? I should probably make a provision for that, right? Because all of these are separate, but there's no way to get the water in. And I could individually fill all these tanks. It seems like work, but it also feels like thinking about this is also work. So maybe I just do that. See how long it takes. See if I made a terrible error. Right there and right there. So good. We are approaching terminal good here. Okay, like that. And bang, bang. And bang, bang. All right. How did you not get power? How did that happen so that you did not get power? All right, right there. This is not a good footprint. No, oh, whoa, oh my God. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to look at. But this is just the cost of living in a fallen world, I suppose. Why is this rendering behind this? Did I know that from a while ago and just decided not to see it anymore for the salvation of my own sanity? I mean, that sounds like me. Okay, you're in, everyone's in, everything's in. We've got this big beacon space right here, so that we have that all available to us. I guess it's just time to go then, right? And we're going to be using a truncated whale here. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Straight over. And then I should probably center this, right? Why would you do this without it? It's also not centered. I would also do well to consider what the definition of centered is. I may have just moved it back and forth, in which case it was always supposed to be that way. So I think we are going to have a whale do this, but we're going to, like I said, it deals with precious material, and I don't want to overdo it. So add interrupt, whale hungry, and I want you to add destination, filtration media. It's 2 filtration and 1 drill head, right? 2 filtration, 1 drill head. 2,000 and 1,000. Let's do it. I really do have to make filtration up here. All right, so load items until caravan has filtration media in quantity 2,000. Then I want you to go get drill heads, which is right there. Load items until caravan has drill heads. Quantity 1,000. Then I want you to add destination here. We wait for me to press the correct buttons right there. And then we circuit condition, unload until target, unload until target. Here we are with comparator equals go. Great. And then drill heads. Like so, right? All right, so take this, slam it in there, and you are on your way. That guy's going to be back super fast. Drill heads and filtration media. Great. And we get power in, and then we have to bring over the oxygen line. So it should be right over here, right? Right over here, right? Is that literally it right there? Yes. So we're going to use this line, I think, because it's natural and easy. And we're going to try to hit the magic spot, right? Right here. Right where it will snap cleanly into the fluid storage system whenever I may deem it necessary to bring the fluid storage system to this depth. That will not be today, but it will. It's eventual. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to get out of it. And then just hook you up, right? Oh, nice. Tech happened. Tech is happening so that tech happens faster. Isn't that wonderful? And then just do it again. Just literally do it again. Get it off here. I don't want to look at it. Just research something. Now it's the water problem, right? I suppose I could just do this. Okay, maybe not exactly like that. Maybe I do this. And slam that there, and we do a little temporary infrastructure here. And then just, we want to underflow to 20%. That's what this wants. Underflow less than 20. We don't want to fill it up. That would be bad. Oh, we can't do this. All right, so we do something else then. There we go. And we just hook it up like this for right now. We wait for us to get nice and charged, and then we take it all back, yeah? All right, so you're slowly getting forward. Slowly. Not getting enough water. Not enough water in the system. Don't worry. We will charge this up, and then we'll do the other side. And then it should be perpetual after that, right? I've been told that the fluid loop is now complete, and it doesn't bleed anymore. So we'll do a test with that. I don't know how much I believe that one, friends and neighbors. But I do know I'm willing to let it, to allow it to explain itself. Are we good? We full up? All right, so pull back. More and more and more. And then we just kind of do the exact same thing over here, right? Zip. And then zoop. And then zoop. And we wait for it to fill. And it's going to take a while. Meanwhile, these guys are raring to go. And here we are, 1 hour into the episode. And we are approaching actually having done something new. Huzzah! Pyanodons. Actually, that's just me. Like, I've spent the last 400 hours rebuilding my base. There was no need to do this. I just wanted to. Like, this whole North Factory didn't happen to happen. I didn't have to be stuck on chem science. I mean, this thing still worked. Oh, it's so much bigger now. The North Factory is so much bigger than the South Factory. That's gratifying to see. We done? Yeah, I'm going to call this done. All right, now we have to set up the receiver, please. And pick up all this and that. And we have to come over here, and I've decided Coalbed Gas goes right here. And I don't know which ones are legacy and which ones are not. I don't know what's the difference between the legacy and which ones and the non-legacy. So all I know is these guys are new. Oh, what's this? What is this? That's not right. You can't do that. Stick that right there. You are in the wrong spot, my greasy sir. So right there. This is where we are supposed to be in life. And so it shall be. Great. Now we need to tie this off. And we need to hook. Oh, these guys aren't hooked up at all. Well, that's kind of not how it should be, right? None of these guys are hooked up. Why make a fancy alarm system and then just don't use it at all? It's a mystery to me. It surely is a mystery to you as well. I should look into my acetone maker in just a little bit. Let's not get distracted right now because we're on the verge of actually accomplishing something. So maybe we should just buckle down a little bit and happily do this. Okay, so all these guys are now hooked up. We are almost ready to go. Not quite. Getting there, though. So we're going to have to consume another line, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe we just come straight over like this. And we don't be wasteful with our lines. Nice, straight lines. And then we want to jerk north somewhere. Sneeze. One day I'm not going to be so quick on the mic and you guys are all going to get sneezed all over. Apologies for when that happens, but it's totally going to happen. All right, so that's all hooked up. We are now ready. Turn this machine on. And this is the last precursor we need for to do vanadium processing properly. There you go. Thunka, 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 thunka. Making coalbed gas and water, and it gets vented out. And it gets vented out. Weird how this guy right here has got nothing, and this guy's got double. I know it's because they're connected right here at the pump, and that might not be... Okay. I did a great job here. Fantastic work. This is why we look. Right? This is why looking is also important. Can't just... Okay, that's why it's half empty. All right, got it. All right, so let's just admire this for a moment. And then we'll go look at coalbed gas in the tanks. Then we'll go hook it up. Then we'll ask the question, is we making acetone? Is we? And we are making... Why is it so slow to flow into here? You see? Is it because it's all at the same level? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. 26K and 2.6K? Well, no. It should be all... They're all at the same fluid box sizes, right? They're all 100K. This is 100K, that's 100K, that's 100K. So why is it... It's obviously being pumped in, but at a speed I don't recognize. I probably should. I'm probably the only person who would recognize that. But, tall oil, right? You are now Coalbed Gas. Coalbed Gas. Right there. Hooked up. In the system. In the know. Alright, so we still need acetone. But why? We made an acetone maker. Right there. You know make acetone? Why? Why you know make acetone? Because we are out of chromium sand. So maybe I have to skip nickel and after this and go straight to chromium. Because this is being made, albeit very slowly, and it's a very important intermediate. Almost to the point where I want to double up on chromium processing. And the first step just makes chromite sand. And then the second step does it again, only to process it onto chromium. It's kind of hard to do that, isn't it? Oh, and this is what we're doing. So I guess it's probably only a problem because I'm using the really inefficient recipe, right? But it's used in a lot of stuff, and that stuff is important. And then chromite sand just goes to molten chromium, and then it goes to reduced chromium. No, it can go straight to reduced chromium. That's interesting. Well, I guess not. Because chromite sand is what we do right now. And then it goes to reduced chromium, and then it goes to sintered chromium. Yeah. Completely normal. It doesn't make a lot of molten chrome, I gotta tell you. 150 for the very end. Many of the other recipes are a lot more intense. And I think I'm going to have to deal with this, right? Waste chromite sand. Anyway, don't think about that. That's fine. Well, that explains why acetone isn't going. That explains why we don't have organic solvent right now. It's because we are bottlenecked on chromite sand, which is fine. Don't look at it. We'll get to it in a bit. Where are thickeners? I always find them when I do not need them, and yet I need them now and see them not. Ah, right there. Take that back, please. It's blowing up. It's a lot, but that's just a hit on the back end, right? Here, maybe I should peek in on this. Yeah, these are facing the wrong way. I'm pretty sure that caravan just took care of business right there. Just Hulk smash and just walked away. God, I love caravans. Caravans are great. All right, I am going to pause, and I am going to drink some soda, and I'm going to stare at this, and then when I come back, we are going to discuss my plan. I'm pretty sure my plan is going to be rip all this up, put it out there as a template, then make this entire square just evaporators, and then scale everything off that. And I'm pretty sure that's going to work just fine. One moment, I need a drink. All right, I have thought, and I have come to the conclusion that I agree with myself, and I'm going to do the plan that I came up with. I'm sure this shocks everyone here. I also forgot how many evaporators I need. And I'm going to need still more for this new plan, so in you go, buddies. Hope you got friends somewhere out there. So, let's do the math. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 54 evaps. 54 times 1.6. 1.6. This says we're going to have 86.4 units of tailings dust coming out. And that's going to be divided by 12. Divided by 12. We're going to need 8. All right. So, yes, this is correct. And so all this needs to be... Oh, it has to be rolled back completely. Oh, well. Spilled arthropod blood doesn't really count, right? They don't feel like we do. So what I want to do is very carefully disconnect this. Very carefully disconnect it entirely. And then we're going to grab all this, all of it. Right? No, even more. It goes all the way out to here. This is what we're grabbing. And we're just going to place it right over there. Right there for right now. We're just going to let it think about what it did. We'll pick that up because it's not clearly needed right now. And then here we have the acid gas line that comes in. And while I don't have any opposition to it in theory, right now, this is not where you are needed, sir. And I will leave all this there as an example. Just clip that, clip all this. There. Now we are complete when it comes to evaporators. And so the thing to do now, I believe, is to cut... Well, I need to verify something for myself first. Yeah, that's about right. All right, so I need to pick all y'all up. Everybody here, you're all getting picked up. You're going to get drugged north to here, I think. It should be in line with everything, right? Yeah, don't worry about it. It should be in line, right? So we grab all this. And it goes in line right here. And then right there. This is where it needs to be. Go. Did I do that correctly? It is so hard to say. All right, here we are in world maximum evaporator. And what we want is to grab this unit, which exists whole and complete, with its own concept of beauty. And we do this, but we take immediately most of it back, right? So everything gets trimmed right there. And that's it. This is the extent of our ambitions. It's all hooked together, right? No. The acid gas is hooked together with mushrooms. All right. Hook together the acid gas mushrooms. Right there. And of course, we need one more. Okay. No, we need one more on top of one more. Now, as I have mentioned many, many, many times, there is absolutely no way I'm going to keep all of these guys busy. I am not going to be able to make enough tailings in order to supply all of these evaporators at once. It isn't going to happen. It is a fantasy. But it looks nice. And I am driven by entirely aesthetic concerns right now. Our policy all along has been to fill the first block with the primary production step and then scale all subsequent steps off that. and we're going to follow in this footstep. So we now have a new basis of our math right here. And it is 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 times 8 is 72. So 72 times 1.6 per second. And divided by 12 per second for the next step. It says we are going to need 10 of these guys. So by doing that, all we've done is increase this by a bit more. And we also need a bit more on top of that because of there is some reflux with blue liquor from recovery from industrial solvent. And while I don't think that this is permanent, no one should be fooled into thinking that this is where everything is going to stay. But this is the scale we need right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And from here, we can determine how many vanabins we need, which will in turn determine how many centrifuges we need. Excellent. All right, so this is that, and that is that. So we're going to have, how many of these? We're just going to call it 12 to be safe, right? 12. So in order to keep this supplied, we're going to need 24 times 12. Now, maybe if I hit the right buttons, it would do what I want. 288 vanabins? Vanabins. 288 vanabins a second. And to get that, and this is made in lots of 40, so divide by 40. We need 8 of these guys. So this doesn't even have to happen. This is a bit much, but unfortunately, I do not think I'm going to be able to get this all on one line, right? So that's kind of that's unfortunate. So, okay, so 8 of those, 12 of these, and then probably don't even need 8, honestly. We probably could get away with just, okay, hold on a second. Bots off. Just take all this and just like right here. Do you think we could get away with 7? Do you think we could do this? Just make this work? Think. It's not vanabins that get made. It's vanadates, and it makes the blue liquor. So this is feedstock for this. This is probably enough, right? I think I'm probably going to risk it, right? All right, and so we have to roll forward yet again. Assume that all these are going. They're not, but just assume they are on primary vanadates and tailings dust, and also on refluxed blue liquor. Well, no. Well, it'd be about the same thing, right? About the same thing. So it's 12 of these times 80 a second. 960 units of blue liquor to deal with downstream per second. And so this is double that. So if we have 12 up there, we need 24 of these. Okay, so it's 24 times 120. 24 times 120 steam, and then divided by 60. I need 48 boilers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9 times 8 is many more than we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18, 27, 36, 45. So we don't need that top row. Okay, so pull that down. And we have suddenly this space to work with. And again, this is entirely 100% pure free range overbuilt. But it's kind of in the right proportions now. It's the right sort of overbuilt, I would say. And then the number below is 24. And we only have how many up right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 18, 27. So we only need these lines, huh? We don't even need this? Yeah. So if we need 24 of these, and we got this, and then we're good, right? Okay, I'm just going to pretend everything I just said made sense. There are ways here. I think maybe I'm making sense. But it's so hard to tell whether this is actual logic or just the worm speaking through me again. So right there, and just hook it all up. And then, of course, make room for beacons down here. This is going to have to be beaconed to hell and gone, especially if I need more steam. Oh, God. Because that's not going to be easy. The word I'm looking for is easy if I need more steam. We're going to be fine, right? It's all going to be okay. Excellent. Celebratory energy drink. Pick all this stuff up. Grenade that tree. Bots get in my pants. Playing the game. All right, so what we need from life right now is some more evaporators. Let's go see if there's a crop of them waiting for us. We're going to keep doing this until that's completely filled up. Now we have to re-audit the connections between everything. I think that's probably going to be pretty close to what it was before. It was only a couple tiers. Now I have a lot more confidence in this structure than I did before. Right there, evaporators. As I dim-wittedly stare, gawp is a better word, I think, trying to figure out where this machine is. Evaps are up there. See? Capable of learning. After 2 or 3 tries. There we go. And hopefully this is enough to fill it all out. We will no longer have any purple squares of shame. But unfortunately, we are still full of shame right now. Anyway, don't think about that. All right, so questions 1 and 2. So first of all, I wonder how we got acid gas in here. First of all, the limited acid gas line comes in like this, right here. See, it comes directly from the tanks way back in the east, and then it will only fill this to 20%. And to demonstrate this, I will put a tank here. Tanks are very useful. It makes it so there's a lot more buffer in the system. All right, so with that working, you do not need the acid gas at all. This is a mistake. And then are all of the, it sure looks like they're all stapled together. I wonder if I'm going to run into difficulties with pumping speed. These all use 40 a second, and that's a lot. Guys, this is a lot of tailings. There's multiple tiers of potential problems in this. But hopefully I'll get through that. So anyway, this stops. This doesn't exist anymore. Because you come from the other side. The vanidates come from the blood. So you get wired up right there. But now, no wait, that was the blood I just wired in. It's a different sort of purple drop, right? All right, so that works and that works. And then the tailings dust comes in and that works. And now all I have to do is drag down the arthropod blood. And then this acid gas goes south and contributes there. So great. Great job. Fantastic work. And then we will come down, and then right here. Okie dokie. And then this is in, and then the acid gas also has to be in. And we will have concluded our refactoring of this area. Right? And the acid gas will never run low because it comes directly from the tanks. And if it does run low, it's a major problem, and I'll have to fix that. Why are you going? Oh, I hooked it up. Oh, that was kind of a mistake of me. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. This side can start going, and it will not be a huge problem. All right, right there. It's all here. We can probably see the power spike, right? Yoop. Yeah, it uses some power, I guess. We have, what, 40 gigawatts available? It's actually pretty bad, all told. How are we doing on, let's take a look at the wind. Test the airspeed velocity. Yeah, it's at a low ebb, but not a super low ebb. Almost 2,000 deployed. That's nice. All right, so we've used up the blood, right? Or we're now pumping at the speed of this. Okay, that's fine. There's no need to do this any faster. Okay, good. Everything under control. We could now finally proceed to the next step. Because this will come up, this will make the blue liquor. And the blue liquor comes right here, and it underflows into here. That is correct. And we need to staple it in like that, and that is all fine. All right, and then that goes into the next step, and then we can finally start moving forward with this. There. That is much more in line with how everything else works, and it's scaling better, and it's just generally better. All right, so here we are. It's 2 in, 1 out. And it looks like I have selected beacon space down here. So we got to do one of these, and then one of these, and one of these. And let's just do this. Don't ask questions. We'll probably move it all down. Every bit of this will move down, and then we'll staple everything up here, and it'll be fine. So there, 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 and there, and there. And finally, one more time there. Okay, now we have a unit. And we need to copy and paste that unit as much as possible. Oh, and I see this is where things kind of fall apart, huh? Paste. Does this work? It does work, but it kind of shouldn't. So let's make a new unit. How about H and H and H and H? There we go. And now it's all connected across the via right there. So wonderful. And then I suppose we'll just do this then. And just pick up the rest. The bots won't mind, right? The bots like picking up things that shouldn't be there. Just part of the job for a bot. What did I even pick up? I have no idea. Ah, man. Yes, is correct right here. So, is this correct? Did I do this right? So hard to say. I can't see right there to right here. That's what we want. And all this comes with me. Okay. We are getting closer to being under control here. This hooks together all the steam, and then all that will get stapled on the side. We'll just do that right now. right now. Perfect. And then steam need not go further south than here. In fact, all these guys need to be trimmed. So let's do that. This gets trimmed, that gets trimmed. Maybe we should go look at the Coalbed Gas. See how we're doing. We should have... Oh, I didn't limit it. Oh, man. Well, that's not a huge problem. But yeah, it's full up when it should be... Yeah, maybe we just leave that alone for right now. Do they all have relatively equal products finished? Yep. Okay, so no problem here. We have Coalbed Gas for days, as was our purpose. And so now what we have to do is we have to staple all of this. And this all has to go into mushrooms right here. So like so, like so. I can just copy that, right? What? What? Oh, I see. Okay, that gets going right there, and then we need to also bring in steam to do the exact same thing. So, right there. And then copy, and then paste. And then I'll figure something out with that in a little bit here. And we have to move this all down by like 3 squares. But then this tier will be done, and we will finally, here an hour and a half in, actually get to consider making forward progress. Doesn't that sound great? 1, 2. I mean, like, that's fine, right? Yeah, just right there. Okay, so what on God's green earth have we done? I probably should have pulled the... Oh, I've probably messed this up. I don't care. I literally... Yeah, it's fine. So it's going to be okay. I should have pulled the one pulp to the south. But that honestly doesn't matter that much. So we need to bring in blue liquor, which can be done. Blue liquor can be obtained from this port right here, going south. Okay. And then we just have to tap in wherever. This is a wherever problem. And there you go. Blue liquor all hooked up. So you have steam now, and steam should be a line right here. Hook them all together, and then just be bombed in wherever, well, okay, right here. It consumes a line, but I can move it if I need to, right? All right, so you have all that available. You have all that. We have space for beacons. We have done good. All that's left now is power, which I will now do. And we can move on to the next one. How far can you stretch? Oh, it's actually going to be nice here. For once, it's going to look square, showing a mind and a plan, not just, you know, panic. Even look at square, virtuous. Don't look at the, even kind of looks like an American flag or a Confederate flag. Don't look at that. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Someone else. It wasn't me. Next step. We now go into vanadium stage 2, where we need an absolute ton of iron oxide. And we take 2 vanadium. Here, let's just throw it down. It shall speak to us, and we shall listen and learn. Vanadium 2. And we need 80 vanadium 1 a second. This produces 40. We need to get rid of half of these. We have 9. We have 27. We needed 24, right? 24. We put down 27. We need half. That means we need 12. 12 of these. I'm going to have to re-audit all of this, right? But it's like the same thing, right? we just take this, kind of like this, right? And then we do a big V. Well, I guess there really isn't a comparable way to do it, huh? So let's just throw you down right here. And let's update all of you with the good news. Like that. All right, so, and this is just, I need my iron oxide. Great. Iron oxide will be in right here. Don't worry about it. And then this will also be beacon space. So also don't worry about that. And so it's like this and like this. Here, copy. Paste, 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 paste. All right, we will bring in iron oxide right here, right? Just slam it down. And what did I just get a ton of in my inventory? A ton of drill heads of all things. God, it's nice it puts those in. Such a wonderful game. Factorio, best game. Don't let anyone tell you any differently. This is a perfectly acceptable situation over there. And you're doing just fine as well. Everyone's doing fine. Great work, everybody. No, a speed module will just increase the rate of consumption. It should be speed modules and efficiency modules doing a little dance. So I guess... Oh, this is a problem, isn't it? Okay, so I made a mistake. I know. Shocking. Absolutely shocking that such a thing could come to pass. But it has happened, my friends. I have finally, after all these years, made a mistake. It's like right there. Bang, 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 bang. And you just have to get in all the iron oxide that ever was. Oh, and we just kind of shut ourselves out of this entire line, didn't we? So maybe I don't do this. Can we do something more cute? Pick all this up. And then just, I don't know. We have to get to the other side. And then we're doing the exact same thing as before, right? Only now we're doing it just a little more efficiently. But it's still insufficient, right? Yeah, one square insufficient. So, I suppose we have to just bow. And just do this. Well, we'll be able to move it. Well, I don't know, actually. Yeah, that is just sufficient. Okay, I accept this. This could be a lot more elegant, but honestly, it could be a lot worse, too. And then drill heads, roly-poly drill heads. Stuff them back into the dyno. Yum. Okay. Next up. This will bring in iron oxide in astounding amounts, and it will come down here. It'll get absorbed into the buildings. It will transform the 1 into the 2, and that's probably something I should have paid more attention to, because we don't need this now. Oh, we're out of pipe. That does not exist. It's like, are we rotated correctly? It's all just pink drops, right? So the 1 out, no, we are not even doing this right. So I guess the 1 should be right here, and the 2 should be on the bottom. So this is what we want. That's what we want. and then big V and big V. Okay, so and then this doesn't happen either. The mushroom is up on the top. Okay, so these guys need to be re-educated, correct? So right there. And I guess, did that actually work? No. Well, maybe it did. 1, 1, and then this goes away. I feel like I'm making my own set of problems here. Not in a good way. Okay, so 1, and then 1 is in right here. No, this is 2 right here. What are you doing? H. Yeah. And then HH. And set it up. And if we're lucky, by the end of the episode, we will have gotten through all of normal vanadium and then get right to the edge of the actual new stuff. So, yay. 2 does not go right here. All right. Probably should not have done it this way, but I'm not taking it back now. What I am going to do is go get more agits, and I'm going to go get more pipe. Both of which I need. Agits are right here. Probably take 2 stacks. And then just raid the pipe myself. And back we go. It's like I was never here. So good, I think. Good, perhaps. We've actually made progress today. Shock. What is going on here? Yeah, I'm going to redo the power. I get the feeling things are cursed at the moment. All right, so re-examine it again. All the 1s come up here. And then this is where that should go. And the 1s get capped. And then pulp 1 gets attached somewhere, and this is all attached right here. So you will come down right here. It's so hard to see the difference between the drop numbers. All right, so there, 1 is all attached in, I really hope. And then 2 is all attached in. I'm pretty sure about that, leaving only the iron oxide question. All right, Whale, come over here. Whale Hungry. I want you to go and get iron oxide out of the earth stack right there. Fill your cargo, come here and empty that cargo. There is your initial ration. Go and do that. And now, it's time for power. Oh, am I just going to be nice and super symmetrical? Not perfectly even, but close. Close. Looks pretty good. All right, so that's step 2 out of the way. And now I think we need yet another agit for step 3, right? And then we divert into different things. Here, let's take a look again. Vanadium. I think we divert right now, honestly. All right, so we've made vanadium pulp stage 2. And then we can regenerate with coalbed gas. Only we might not be doing that. I might have made the coalbed gas for nothing, which would be a shame. But, you know, I'm far more shameful things. So we need to take the stage 3. Okay, we do need to do the stage 3, and then we need to pressurize it. So stage 3 right here, this has to be the beginning of our output line because it's going to make some pentoxide. And I'm really torn whether or not we need more ammonia, an actual ammonia line, or we can get by with Gorbachevs. We're going to try it with Gorbachevs. All right, so I really should do the math from the beginning, right? Because, well, it's hard to say because we are just guessing at this point how much blue liquor is going to be refluxed. So I guess since we don't have precise numbers because we didn't work it through all the way to the end, we could probably have done that, but we didn't. Mostly this was your fault. Instead, we are going to just kind of wing it, I suppose, and say all of this is real. So this is 18. Didn't I only need 12? Hold the phone here. 40 a second out, 80 a second in. So I only need half of these, and I put in 18 when I only needed 12. So I could take all of these away right here, and it would be fine. I mean, I'm not going to. We'll just keep that in the back of our mind. So we're at 12 right here. 12 is the number. I'm pretty sure. God, I hope I'm sure. So this is 80 a second per, and we have 12 of them. And then this is 40 a second. So we need 24 of these. And we put down 27. So we need 24 of these. And this is again half. And so we need 12 of these. And we put down a lot more than that because of brain damage. And now we make 40 a second of pulp 2, and this needs 40 a second of pulp 2. So we need exactly the same number. So that's going to be tidy because that's going to fit in exactly the same place. And it's going to be more or less the same thing, right? It's kind of going to be more like number 1, though. Here, let's copy number 1. And this, right? And we take these adjets and we put them right here, I think. And we know this is wrong. We know this is incorrect. But we know this is the starting point for a conversation where we might discover what correct is. So just color it in, color it in. All right, so iron oxide has arrived. Very, very exciting. What we have to do right now is we're overbuilding yet again, which is super cool. I don't know what we're going to be doing down here. This is a weird space. We might have to engage in flexible thought, not our strong point. And so we have 3 coming out right here, 2 coming in right here, and it's hooked together. And then we have ammonia right here. So this was the correct template to grab. And we're going to start with just bringing the ammonia in by Gorbachev and see how long we can survive doing that, right? That's my big idea. So hook 2 together like that. And so that's the 2 in, and now we have to bring down biofluid. Very well. We will go all the way to the top, and we will drag it all the way down. Hopefully, we haven't already consumed this line. Look at it link up. Look at it link up so well. Look at that. No gaps, no problem. It could be a little better, I think, but I am happy to have solved that issue. I am very sorry I haven't been able to solve any additional issues, but that's on the way, yes? We march from victory to victory. That implies not stopping. But unfortunately, I'm a bit in between victories right now. Could you please get back to me a little later about this whole endless victory thing? right here. This is what we want. And then we want, do I want to put 2 receiver chests here? Let's just put 1 here and see what happens. You know, in the grand spirit of discovery. Then, of course, we have to do this. There you go. And I want you to go get pneumonia. Ammonia, right there. I want you to get that in large amounts, please. Right there, right there, right there. And then you will continue on, my friend. And so that's ammonia in. That is pulp 3 in, and we will have the very beginnings of getting our product out, because this is pentoxide, which is the ultimate goal state, the real ultimate goal state. I was wrong. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and so we will drag that down, I guess, here. And just assume everything's going to be okay. Always a fantastic thing to do. All right, so the pentoxide line's going to flow south for quite a long way. Let's go grab some more adjets, right? Hopefully they're there. If not, I could raid the bins. Adget, right there. Ah, plenty. There we go. Plenty. And now we're in uncharted territory, finally. This is all level 1 vanadium processing, like I did down in the south. Oh, I should have gotten a VAPS while I was over there. I need 3 more to make the flashing stop. Just to make it stop, be quiet for once. You can hear my thoughts. Get a breather. Only 3 here. That's unfortunate. Okay. Run, 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 run. Run with all the power of sugar and caffeine. Stop off here. Drop those guys off. Good. That completes that. Come down here. Tag these guys in. Good. That completes that. Where am I going? Who knows where I'm going? Who knows? Okay, I'm pressurizing this stuff. This should be pretty easy, right? Pressurizing, and then we are into vanidates. We also need activated carbon. And then we need to make vanadium solution as a catalyst, right? Yeah. And then the vanadium solution just goes back and forth. Like, it eats blue liquor right here, but don't look at that. That's not a problem. Because we need to make vanidates. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, and this is blue liquor, essentially, because it comes from there. And then here we're using it directly to make vanadium solution. Maybe we'll do that right here, too. Oh, it takes evaporators. Sigh. So, like, we'll use this space right here to do all sorts of intermediate stuff, like the vanadium solution carrier fluid that we're going to need, and also the pressurization step, which will be very, very compact because it uses pressure pumps. It's a simple 1 in, 1 out. So let's do that, right? And hopefully I don't need a bunch of evaporators because I don't got them. All right, so right here, we need to do 2 things. First ting. Oh. Get rid of the drill heads. Second ting. Deploy just some evaporators, right? Why is that so appealing to me? Make me vanadium solution. We're only going to do 2 of these, I think. should be in line to show that it's serious. Right there. All right, we will bring down the blue liquor now. I wish they could have come up with a more appealing name. I imagine, given that this comes directly from arthropod blood, that you would not want to drink this quote-unquote liquor. It's kind of like the methanol version to ethanol. You get liquor, or do you get blue liquor, my friend? Would you like to try the blue liquor? You know, would you like some blood pudding here? How about some sweetmeats? Anything else that might grace a British person's catalog? The horrors I have endured, my friends. All right, so this is where we get vanadium solution, and that's the carrier fluid. Next, we need pressure pumps. And I can't imagine we'll need that many, right? Pressurize the vanadium solution. It's 200 a second right here. So how many do we need? This makes 20 a second, and we have 12 of them here. So we need 2. We need exactly 2 of these guys to pressurize it. Okie dokie. No problem. And then this plugs into whatever 3 line has joined together. Not that. Are you 3? I think you're 3. Here, let's try to just bomb it right in, right? If anyone asks me why I picked that spot in particular, it's so I can expand easy. Of course, it's about expansion. You have to be ready to expand. Okay, perfect, right? Perfect desk. Don't have any pneumonia yet, but it's coming. Anyway, so now we have our vanadium solution. We have our pressurized pulp. For that, it goes into vanidates. We can probably put that right here. Filters are small, and we need activated carbon, and we need some number of filters. Okay, activated carbon can be brought in right here. This entire area right here is just interstitial space. I need more of these too. And you make vanidates, and you consume at 80 a second. And so if it's 12, here's my pneumonia. We make 240 a second here. It gets just straight pass-through. And then 240 a second. So we need 3 filters, just 3 filters. That's it, 3. So I guess we plan for a block of 4, and we put the aerial caravan right there. And then this also links in with it links in with the vanidates made from the aluminum process. So this is kind of not really entirely how I wanted to do this, but it'll work. Then got to be careful with that. And so it's a bunch of just little precursors, it looks like. So push it up and push it over. And we'll have big V. But where do I put the beacons? I suppose it has to be right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I have to go get some more filters. And this has to be right here. And this place is all very weird, but it works. What's next anyway? Then we need mixers. So we need filters and mixers in a very long line. So new problem, I say filters, filters and mixes. Mixes, and that's undoubtedly going to be enough. I don't think I need these jig concentrators. I think those can go back here. Great, right? So what I need to do right now is come down here to this weird area. Then we have to get all these materials in without interrupting the beacon space right here. So we need activated carbon. And so we have enough here to do 320 a second, which is a lot more than we're producing. Yeah, it's again 240. Yeah, and it just passed through. Yeah, exactly right. So we can't do that like I wanted to. But we'll figure something out. So how about a big V right here? And we put the concentrated stuff on the outside. And then like so. I mean, like I'm going to need this much, right? Yeah. And then here, and then here, and then here. I don't think we're going to get through this today, but we're going to get pretty close, right? And this is primary vanidates. Primary vanidates. This doesn't make very much at all, does it? It's only 40 a second on all of these. I feel like I might be getting a little dense here. But all of this concentrates down into just these two little buildings right here. Does that even work? All right, let's do the math again. Convince ourselves of this. So yeah, you can prod this. Wow. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 72. Let's go over here. 72 times 1.6 will give us some number. And you divide that by 12 per second right here, and it says we can support 10 of these. And so we have 2 more here. I don't even know why we have 2 more here. Because it's blue liquor that comes off the recycling process, not blue liquor that we use. I don't know. So, okay, just keep that number, 10.9. And then you need some number of this. We're just going to pretend I did that math right. 10.9 requires 24 a second. And that means we need 230 of the vanidates, and this produces at 40 a second, and we divide that by 4. So we only need 6 of these, it says. And we have 7, so great, that works. Don't think about that anymore. This is 9.6 producing 80 a second of blue liquor. And then that's where this is going to start having some reflux. So that's like 750 and divide by 40. And this says we need 20 of these. And so we are overbuilt, which is good. So we had 24 before. Now it says we need 20 because I'm calculating a little better, I guess. So it needs 20 and it's overbuilt, so we can deal with more blue liquor coming into the system, which is going to happen from the solvent recycling we're going to be doing. And so if we need 20 there, we need 10 here, it's overbuilt. And if we need 10 here, we need 10 here, and that's overbuilt. And so we'll have 10 of these going, or specifically 9.6 of them going, plus a little more, because I haven't done the math on reflux. And that's going to produce 20 per, which is just under 200. So we really only need 1 of these, but then again, plus reflux. So it's going to be 200 a second. So yeah, okay. This all works. Of course, the plus reflux end of this is going to completely ruin it, but let's pretend that these aren't words I'm actually saying. So baseline off this is now, yeah, just hook it up. Stop thinking, hook it up. Thinking is not my friend. Thinking is slowing me down. thinking is making me look foolish and hesitant to my community. My community is one of fierce warriors who appreciate swift, decisive analysis, where you shoot once, hit once, build once, and have it all done forever. I am not well beloved by my community, but I do recognize their values. I just wish I could live up to them more. There we go. Nice and square. Nice and square. And then right here, nice and square. All right, this is 2 hours in. I got to wrap it up probably after this point. Yeah. Bring me activated carbon, right? And then the validates come out. All right, last thing. Add interrupt, the whale is hungry. Add a task, which is go and get activated carbon from the stacks. I am not sure where I put that, or even if I would recognize it. What does activated carbon look like, friends? It's not this. That's silicon carbide. Activated carbon looks like what? Is it over in the bio line? Yeah, it's right there, right? That's activated carbon, right? I think so. Here. Fill your cargo with that. Now I'll go check out what I just told you to do. That's activated carbon, right? I never think about this stuff. Okay, good. All right. I never think about it, yet still that nagging voice tells me to do this and multiple other things, so I have to really pay attention and make sure I'm doing the right thing. But good. We are now done. We did this right, in quotation marks. We did very little. We did really very little. And what happens to us in the future? Vanadium. Tell me what's going on. All right, so, okay, last thing I'm going to do is going to bring over the validates, and we're going to settle this over here. And then after that, we have to do this loop where we bring in chromium and industrial solvent. And again, I'm going to use biofluid for this, even though I'm not sure it's a good idea. And then we have to bring in oleochemicals, and everything I just said applies there as well. And then we end up getting used solvent right here, which needs to be centrifuged in order for recycling. And then if we can't recycle, we got to purge. And recycling is based on whether or not we can take this organic solvent back to the base. If we can't use it, then it has to be purged here. So this can be viewed as a primary producer of both, because we can always use the blue liquor because we have organized it correctly so that this is used first. And so the organic solvent, if it does not flow out, then I guess the used solvent has to be burned and the entire system becomes less efficient. I really like this interaction right here. There should be a lot more of this. Producing a unrelated but very useful side product. I think this should probably be a goal of all of the advanced processing for all of the different ores. But anyway, we'll bring in the acid strip solution. Oh, no, that's not what we need. Again, this is all going to be done on Gorbachev. I don't think it's a great idea, but I'll do it. And then we get the pregnant solution. Oh, so we're nowhere near done. So much sodium chlorate. Look at that. Look at that. All right. And then it makes a little more pentoxide, which is adorable. And then it makes stage 5, and then bisulfate into vanadium pulp, and still more ammonia. But luckily I have that. And then precipitate out here. So there's many steps, but I'm pretty confident I can get this done next episode. But what I want to do right now is properly regulate this, right? So what we'll do, this is in kind of a fortuitous spot, I feel. You need to underflow out. There. And for the rest, I have to bring it all the way over from aluminum line right here. And are we close? It's right over here. Excuse me. Blew right past it. Where is the out of vanadate? Right here. So here we are. And if we slide directly over all the way, it hits almost exactly. Almost exactly. Okay, so we'll pull out from right here, and we'll just assume we're going to be able... Maybe I can take it off right there and hit it dead nuts. Let's find out. There's room for more trees, right? In hell. Right there, right there, right there. Then let's just do it the absolute simplest, most direct, most fortuitous way. And that just pull it over like this. I want to link in exactly. Did I not put a via here? That is mega sloppy of me. Now I'm a little off on the power grid. Mega sloppy. We'll make it, maybe. We left vias here at least. Okay, just run, run, run. I'm certain I'm causing myself problems in the future. But what is life but an ability to show that you can solve problems? An opportunity, rather. Okay, getting close, right? Oh, I lost the line there. That's all right. We can get dead in. Dead 100% in. That is glorious. That says I am doing something right. Of course, we're going to have to align this every point all the way down here as I build around it, but I can do that. That's not a terrible problem at all. In the meantime, it looks like I actually designed this thing. So long as no one watches the video, right? And just straight in, and all of the... And we will only underflow into this. Okay, absolutely beautiful. All right, this is where I'm going to wrap it up. And tomorrow, we have the rest of this to do. And honestly, I think we'll be able to do it in these 2 blocks. And we won't have to extend it any further south. And then we will have pentoxide. But more on the point, we didn't really need the pentoxide. What we needed to do is to get rid of the the vanadate's waste that's thrown off by processing aluminum tailings. How's this doing, by the way? Are we okay here? I mean, that looks like a clog. We don't have any more phosphoric. Oh. Well, that would be a problem then, wouldn't it? And what are we doing here over here at phosphorus? We are full up on phosphorus, so we should be distilling this, but we have to get rid of the phosphine. But shouldn't phosphine be coming right here? What is this thing? You should be overflowing at 80. No, you have to get rid of the hydrofluoric. This I understand. But isn't there a phosphine overpressured somewhere? Did I not click on that right? Right here. Oh, that guy's not hooked in. Okay, that's something I can fix. I also have to put in a vent for hydrofluoric acid. That is something I can fix, but not today, right? Like right here, you guys are not getting out for some reason. Okie dokie. I can fix that. There we go. And then this all kicks in. All right, let's pack it in, and then I'll make a note for next time. I may not get to this chore next episode because I'm going to be very pressed for time next episode. I have to decorate, and I have to try to finish Vanadium. It'll probably be a long episode, honestly, because I probably won't. So we're just not going to use this, and I put this in for nothing. I mean, all right, I guess, but not super thrilled with that. Keep the discipline like so, and then hook you in like so, and good. And I wanted to look over here. Yeah, we are 100% full up on hydrofluoric. And how do I get rid of you? I make fluorine gas, right? Okay, so that's a good first start. That'll compact it by half. But then what do I do? Oh, you need a barrel hydrofluoric to make xeno eggs? Okay, that's cute. All right, so I make fluorine gas, and then fluorine gas goes into molten fluoride with thorium. No. I can turn it into yellow cake. I mean, I could void it. That's not going to happen. Olefins, that's what I do. Okay. So I make fluorine gas. It happens right here. And then it has to vent into olefins. And then olefins can be, there's uses for those, right? What happens if I have too many olefins? I turn them into aromatics and light them on fire. That seems likely. Don't I have olefins in here somewhere? It seems like something I would do, right? No. Where's the purple drop? Don't see it. Still no orgosolvent. We're out of oleochemicals, actually. That's kind of unfortunate. Maybe there's something going on with Renea. There's olefins. And so we'll have to have a void for olefins. All right, let's make a note of that here. Hydrofluoric, fluoric, hydrofluoric, there we go. Acid into fluorine gas. Fluorine gas into olefins. Olefins into aromatics. All right, so that's quite a lot to do right there. We're probably going to save that. But I asked a very interesting question, to me anyway. Why are we out of olefins? Is there a problem with the Renea? I wouldn't think there would be. Oh, we are all going. Except for you. You need soil. Okay, most of you are going. It looks like some of you just don't have enough. We are struggling hard with soil, it turns out. And it looks like soil just isn't here, right? It should be put in right here, and she is not here. Where are you, dinosaur? You are trying to pick up fertilizer. I can't tell what's going on. This guy's trying to get soil. And then you output at the Renea. So we have no soil? That's what's going on right here? There's nothing here that I see. Okay, Mr. Dude. I need you to take a lap. So this is fertilizer. Wouldn't soil be on a 4 line? This guy is creeping me out. Oh, you're trying to get... You have the soil, you need the fertilizer. Okay. All right, okay. Now I read it correctly. So we don't have any fertilizer, which typically means we don't have any urea. No, we got the urea. So why don't we have any fertilizer then? Like, I would think that this would be... Ooh. Well, no, we don't have any biomass. And here we don't have any ash, which is another form of weird. Oh, biomass just arrived. Huh. So maybe this is just too complicated, and I need to put in more than one whale here. Okay, we're just going to make a note of this. Watch fertilizer. Because it's clearly working, but I imagine we just don't have enough biomass in the system. Though it's a complicated input. We're full up on urea. I can't imagine we're low on crud. Therefore, we have to be low on biomass. Yeah. So we have waste biomass coming in here from many directions. And as far as primary biomass, it has stopped. Ah, okay. So this is kind of secondary biomass. But right here is primary biomass. And you have completely stopped because it looks like tree seeds. You are running and you are not supplying enough. Okay, so what has broken loose here? We obviously can't get rid of these tree seeds. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Debug, second primary biomass maker. Okay, now I have to stop looking at things. I've given myself like close to an hour of work just by making the mistake of looking at the factory. Never once look at your factory, friends. It is a terrible idea from begin to end. It will impede progress. It will make you look like a fool, make you second guess yourself. And when you doubt yourself, that's how the demons get in. So here we are. Let's recap. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I'm out of order. This is what I want to do. There. Zoom in. Now I can fine adjust. Should have done this a long time ago. All right, and now zoom out. Zoom to the tin patch, right there. That is my level. And now we screenshot. And now we talk about our day. All right, so the first thing I did upon starting this play session was set a new factory record for number of new city blocks introduced into the glorious factory. I introduced 26 of them in a go, and then used one of them right here to make coalbed gas, which I think I don't need. So all of this work done down here, kind of superfluous. Yay, go me. Anyway, over here, then we turned our attention to vanidates. And I had overnight determined to myself that I had done vanidates completely incorrectly. I had started with arthropod blood because I remember that being as the precious substance from the last time I did this, instead of starting with tailings, which was the correct bottleneck to identify for position 1 right here. And so I moved everything around, reworked it, did the math a bunch of times, and now we have tailings that go into tailing dust here and then combine with the arthropod blood here to make blue liquor, and then it's processed, and then it comes down here to the very beginning of the next tech level. And tomorrow my goal, after I deck out everything with logos everywhere, because it will be a day divisible by 30, meaning it's time to start working on the next little animation. Which means, again, I have to make the factory look nice. Because if it doesn't look nice, I mean, why is anyone doing this? Serious question. Anywho, so after that, I will finish filling in this block and probably the next block. And between those two, I believe everything will be fine here. We'll have vanadium pentoxide, and we will have one more primary chemical done. And that, more importantly, will complete the aluminum processing line, and that will free us up to go into the next thing, which is nickel. Yay. Great plan. All right, I'm done now. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.